On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Heartwarming.
Seeming to be something good and therefore causing gladness and pleasure.
Examples:
Heartwarming letter. A heartwarming tale of love. We enjoyed the heartwarming hospitality of the host.
Wrench.
To pull or twist something suddenly or violently.
Examples:
Wrench off the lock. Wrench my back. A deep sigh was wrenched from his chest.
Heartbreak.
A feeling of great sadness or disappointment.
Examples:
Ease her heartbreak. Go through heartbreak. They had experienced the heartbreak of losing 2 children due to premature births.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Spark.
To start something or make it grow, especially suddenly, to emit a tiny piece of fire or electricity.
Examples:
Spark his interest. Spark a chain reaction. The bankruptcy of the giant conglomerate sparked turmoil in the stock market.
Symphony.
A long musical composition in Western classical music for orchestra, usually with 3 or 4 main parts called movements.
Examples:
A symphony orchestra. A beautiful symphony. The frequent performances of the symphony prove its popularity.
Neurochemical.
Of or relating to chemical processes occurring in neural activity or chemical substance that participates in neural activity.
Examples:
Neurochemical substances. Neurochemical mechanism. Our study focuses on neurochemical changes in the brain.
Excess.
An amount or quantity beyond what is acceptable, expected, or reasonable.
Examples:
Lose excess weight. An excess of exports. The road of access leads to the palace of wisdom.
Daydreaming.
The act of thinking about something that you would prefer to be doing or have happened to you.
Examples:
Stimulate daydreaming. The mental process of daydreaming. I often waste a lot of time daydreaming.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Infatuate.
To be inspired with a very strong but usually short-lived passion, love, or admiration for someone or something.
Examples:
Infatuate the audience. Make me infatuated. He has been infatuated with her since he met her.
Relation:
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Intoxicate:
Of alcohol or a drug, to make someone lose control of their faculties or behavior.
Examples:
Be intoxicated with success. Intoxicate the person. For him, a glass of wine was an amount of alcohol sufficient to intoxicate.
Vent:
A small opening to escape or release gas, air, liquid, etc., activity or process that frees or expresses strong creative energy or emotion.
Examples:
Volcanic vent. Vent tube. He gave vent to his anger by playing the guitar.
Integument:
A tough outer covering, especially that of an animal or plant, such as a skin or shell.
Examples:
Integument layer. Insect integument. The outer integument protects the seed.
Reward:
A thing given in acknowledgement of service, hard work, achievement, etc.
Examples:
The reward for good works. Shopping rewards cards. Night fishing has a lot of rewards.
Motivation:
The reason or enthusiasm for acting or behaving in a particular way.
Examples:
Understand his motivation. Motivation for a change. A significant amount of motivation is required to be a teacher.
Hub:
The central or main part of a particular place, activity, network, etc. The central part of a car wheel, fan, propeller, etc., through which the shaft or axle passes.
Examples:
A hub of commerce. Education hub. This airport has taken the first step to become an international hub airport.
Quench:
To drink liquid so that you satisfy your thirst.
Examples:
Quench a fire. Quench a rebellion. Her beautiful voice quenched the thirst of an ever-growing audience.
Thirst:
A feeling of needing something to drink, a strong desire for something.
Examples:
A burning thirst. Thirst for authority. He read books to quench his thirst for knowledge.
Extreme:
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
extreme sports, extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Abuse.
The use of something in an incorrect or harmful manner.
Examples:
the problem of drug abuse, victim of sexual abuse. Our company has an audit team that monitors directors for abuse of authority.
Activate.
Make something start working, more active or dynamic.
Examples:
activate a receptor, activate a motor. You must activate the software with a 16-digit key before you can use it.
Neurotransmitter.
A chemical that carries nerve impulses between neurons or between neurons and muscles.
Examples:
neurotransmitter receptor. Neurotransmitters released from the brain. Endorphins are a type of neurotransmitter that gives a sense of well-being.
Dopamine.
A chemical substance produced by nerve cells as a neurotransmitter. As a drug, it is used to treat shock and hypotension.
Examples:
dopamine inhibiting agent. Antagonism of dopamine. The drug controls the level of dopamine in the brain.
Anticipation.
The action of expecting that something might happen in the future and perhaps doing something about it now.
Examples:
anticipation of her arrival. Hazard anticipation. She waited in eager anticipation for his arrival.
Initial.
Of or happening at the beginning, noun, the first letter of a word, especially a person's name.
Examples:
initial velocity. An initial letter. They took the initial step toward reconciliation.
Euphoric.
An extreme feeling of well-being or excitement.
Examples:
euphoric effects. In a euphoric mood. The researchers are euphoric at the success of observing the black hole.
Haze.
Atmospheric moisture, dust, or smoke that makes it less clear, a state of mental confusion caused by lack of clarity.
Examples:
a haze of illusion. Haze of tears. We couldn't see him through the haze of smoke.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Cortex.
The outermost layer of an organ, especially the brain.
Examples:
cortex cells. Visual cortex neuron. The cerebral cortex consists of 6 layers.
Cognitive.
Of or relating to mental processes of understanding.
Examples:
Improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep.
Prefrontal.
In or about the foremost part of the frontal lobe of the brain.
Examples:
Prefrontal bone. Prefrontal region. Research shows that damage to the prefrontal cortex leads to increased aggression.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Judgment.
The ability to form valuable opinions and make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
An emotional judgment. Deliver a judgment. Her judgments are consistently rational and sensible.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
Intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Roller coaster.
A type of amusement ride that goes up and down very steep slopes and around very sudden bends on which people ride in small and open carriages.
Examples:
Emotional roller coaster. Wooden roller coaster. We finally divorced after experiencing a roller coaster marriage.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Long-lasting.
Existing or continuing for a long time.
Examples:
Long-lasting battery. A long-lasting friendship. They finally decided to solve the long-lasting problem.
Attachment.
A feeling of affection for someone or something.
Examples:
Attachment to a formal plan. Stand mixer fitted with the paddle attachment. I have no attachment to the countryside.
Compassionate.
feeling or showing sympathy and concern for the suffering or bad luck of others.
Examples:
A compassionate heart. Compassionate leave. My father has a serious and compassionate personality.
Relax.
To become or cause someone to become less active or tense and calmer.
Examples:
Relax a series of muscles. Relax at home. The rules were relaxed after the new executive arrived.
Committed.
Willing to put in a lot of effort, time, and energy into something, firmly believing in something.
Examples:
In a committed relationship. Strong and committed sales staff. Our company is strongly committed to meeting customers' needs.
Hormone.
A chemical substance made by organs that encourages or influences the development, growth, sex, etc., of an animal and is carried around the body in the blood.
Examples:
Hormone secretion. Female hormone. The doctor diagnosed me with a hormone disorder.
Oxytocin.
A hormone secreted by the pituitary which stimulates contractions of the uterus during labor, equals the process of pushing out a baby, and the ejection of milk.
Examples:
Oxytocin degrading enzyme. Oxytocin receptor. Women may increase oxytocin production through romantic love.
Vasopressin.
A hormone secreted by the pituitary which acts to promote the reabsorption of water by the kidneys and increase blood pressure.
Examples:
Potentiate vasopressin action. Vasopressin sensitivity. This drug is a type of vasopressin receptor antagonist.
Bond.
A close emotional connection between two or more people, a certificate of debt that a government or corporation issues to raise money.
Examples:
Bond as a family. Global bond market. They had formed a friendship bond.
Romantic.
Of or relating to love or a sexual relationship.
Examples:
Romantic movies. Romantic breakup. It was his first romantic love.
Inhibit.
To prevent something, such as an action, process, etc., from happening or make it less likely to happen than normal.
Examples:
Inhibit desires. Inhibit tumor growth. Excessive parental interference may inhibit children's eagerness to learn.
Suspension.
The act of delaying or stopping something happening, operating, etc., for a period of time, a mechanical system of springs or shock absorbers connecting the wheels and axles.
Examples:
Suspension of arms. Suspension bridge. The court ordered a long-term suspension of business.
Fade.
To vanish, to fade away, to lose color, to lose freshness.
Examples:
Fade away almost completely. Fade in importance. My memory will fade, but my heart will live on.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Tint.
A shade or small amount of a color.
Examples:
Rosy tint lip. Tint color. This flower has milky white petals with a pink tint on its edges.
Evident.
Apparent to the mind, senses, or judgment.
Examples:
Evident to all. Plainly evident. With evident joy, he signed his name.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Accompany.
To go somewhere or travel with someone or something.
Examples:
Accompany a chicken dish. Accompany the book. Please let me know if you want to accompany me to my hometown.
Distress.
A feeling of great worry, sadness, pain, or discomfort.
Examples:
A signal of distress. Emotional distress. She's been in great distress since she was heartbroken.
Breakup.
The end of a relationship between persons or nations. The separation of something into several pieces or sections.
Examples:
A breakup hug. Air breakup. He got over the big breakup with his wife.
Insular.
Relating to, characteristic of, or situated on an island, especially an isolated one, interested only in your own country, group, ideas, etc., and not in those from outside.
Examples:
An insular country. Insular prejudices. She blamed his insular attitudes toward foreigners.
Sprain.
To injure a joint in your body by a sudden wrenching of it.
Examples:
Sprain a joint. Sprain my knee in a game. She sprained her ankles when she fell.
Ankle.
The part or joint connecting the foot to the leg.
Examples:
Ankle injury. Pair of ankle boots. He accidentally sprained his ankle playing squash.
Rejection.
The act of refusing to accept, use, or consider someone or something. In medicine, an immunological response that refuses to accept substances or organisms that are recognized as foreign.
Examples:
transplant rejection, rejection by community. His proposals were met with rejection.
Craving.
A strong desire of wanting something.
Examples:
craving for revenge, curb our cravings. I have a craving for nicotine.
Overwhelming.
Very great or intense, so powerful that you cannot fight or react against it.
Examples:
overwhelming majority, an overwhelming victory. He has shown signs of uneasiness and overwhelming worry.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
emotional health, emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Whirlwind.
A very strong wind that moves rapidly in circles and causes a lot of damage.
Examples:
economic whirlwind, whirlwind of events. We went on a whirlwind visit to the sightseeing spot.
Alarm.
A loud noise or an automatic signal that warns people of danger. A device that signals the occurrence of some undesirable event or particular danger.
Examples:
give the alarm, an alarm clock. The alarm announcing an enemy attack went off this morning.
Axis.
A real or imaginary straight line through a body or figure around which the object turns, a group of countries in special alliance.
Examples:
vertical axis, a coordinate axis. The Earth's axis of rotation is tilted 66.5 degrees to the ecliptic plane.
Restless.
Unwilling or unable to stay still or relax because you are worried and uneasy.
Examples:
a restless person, restless waves. He felt restless and constantly changed his postures.
Oversee.
To watch and direct someone or something to make sure that it is being done correctly.
Examples:
oversee the process, properly oversee the staff. A committee was appointed to oversee a huge budget.
Impulse.
A sudden strong and unreflective wish or need to do something. The electrical discharge that travels along a nerve fiber.
Examples:
a combative impulse, profound religious impulses. Nerve impulses cross a synapse through the action of neurotransmitters.
Pump.
To cause water, air, gas, etc. to move from one place to another by using mechanical equipment, to get or supply something such as money, information, etc. in significant quantities.
Examples:
Pump a secret out of success. Pump blood throughout the body. He was alert and could not pump any critical information out of him.
Brake.
A device used to slow or stop a moving vehicle, typically by applying pressure to the wheels.
Examples:
Apply the brake. Brake pedal. The results of that election put a brake on political reform.
Adolescent.
A young person who is in the process of developing from a child into an adult.
Examples:
Adolescent girl. Pre-adolescent children. Timely education about birth control might help reduce adolescent pregnancies.
Agonize.
To spend a long time thinking about a difficult problem and trying to make a decision, especially through worrying.
Examples:
Agonize pain. Agonize about financing. He agonized over whether to accept the job offer.
Tame.
To make wild animals domesticated or controlled, especially through specific training. Adjective, not dangerous or afraid of people, either naturally or because of specific training.
Examples:
Tame a wild beast. A tame animal. We have to tame substantial financial deficits at first.
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly, to cause something such as a device, machine, etc. to function.
Examples:
Trigger a biochemical response. Trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Heal.
To make a wound or injury to become well again.
Examples:
Heal a broken bone. Heal the hurt mind. It will take time for her mental scars to heal.
Devastating.
Causing a great deal of destruction or damage.
Examples:
Have devastating effects. Treat this devastating disease. This typhoon was the most devastating in years.